Exploring Taboos, 7 African Sexual Customs Revealed. The African continent is home to a multitude of tribes, each with its own distinct customs and traditions, including those related to sexuality. How some of these tribes perceive and handle sexuality has raised eyebrows for years. People around the world, including several other Africans, are in wonderment, and so criticizes such practices in our 21st century. Will they pass on to the next generation, or bring them to a stop for the sake of religion and modernization? Here are a few examples illustrating the diversity of these practices. 1. The Himba of Namibia. The Himba tribe, an indigenous group from northern Namibia, has a tradition known as Okujepisa Omuka. In this practice, a Himba man may offer his wife to a male guest as a sign of hospitality and respect. The wife spends the night with the guest, while the husband sleeps elsewhere, such as in another hut or outside. This custom is rooted in their cultural values of sharing and building strong social bonds. It's important to approach this topic with cultural sensitivity and an understanding of the broader social context in which it exists. Polygamy and open relationships. The Himba practice polygamy, and it is culturally accepted for both men and women to have multiple sexual partners. Women can take lovers with the consent of their husbands, reflecting a relatively liberal approach to sexual relationships. Ajaïs paste. Himba women apply a mixture of butterfat and red ochre, known as ajaïs, to their skin and hair, which is considered a symbol of beauty and is part of their daily routine. 2. The Zulu of South Africa. Virginity testing. Historically, Zulu girls underwent virginity testing before marriage. Although controversial and increasingly debated in modern times, it was traditionally seen as a way to ensure purity and readiness for marriage. Ukuthwala. This is a customary practice where a man abducts a woman he wishes to marry. Although historically significant, it is increasingly criticized and challenged due to concerns about consent and human rights. 3. The Massai of Kenya and Tanzania. Age sets and initiation rites. The Masai have distinct age sets for men and women, with specific rites of passage. Male circumcision is a key initiation rite for boys entering manhood, often accompanied by teachings about adult responsibilities, including sexual conduct, marriage and sexual norms. Polygamy is common, and marriages are often arranged. The Masai place significant emphasis on fertility and progeny, which is central to their social structure. 4. The Sand Bushmen of Southern Africa. Open sexuality. The Sand people traditionally have a more open approach to sexuality, with less rigid norms about premarital sex and more egalitarian gender relations. Sexual education is often informal and part of growing up within the community. Sexual humor and art. Sand culture includes sexual humor and explicit rock art, which reflects a relaxed attitude towards sexuality. 5. The Yoruba of Nigeria. Oral traditions and sexual education. Among the Yoruba, sexual education is often imparted through oral traditions, stories, and advice from elders. Sexuality is intertwined with spirituality, and certain deities are associated with fertility and procreation. Marriage and fidelity. Monogamy and polygamy coexist, with marriage being a significant institution. Bride wealth and elaborate wedding ceremonies are common, and fidelity is highly valued. 6. The Samburu of Kenya. Moran age group. Young Samburu men, known as Morans, live separately from the rest of the tribe and are allowed to have relationships with unmarried girls. This phase of life is marked by freedom of sexual expression until they are ready to settle down and marry. Circumcision ceremonies. Both boys and girls undergo circumcision as a rite of passage. These ceremonies are critical for transitioning to adulthood and are accompanied by teachings about sexual responsibility and societal roles. 7. The Wodaabe tribe in Niger, West Africa, is often cited in discussions about unique marriage customs. One of their notable traditions is the Jirwul Festival, a ritual courtship dance competition. During this festival, Wodaabe men adorn themselves with elaborate makeup and costumes to impress women. This event allows women to choose new partners, even if they are already married. While the term wife stealing may sound sensational, it is essential to understand that these practices are rooted in the cultural norms and traditions of the Wodaabe people. These examples highlight the complexity and variety of sexual customs among African tribes. Each tribe's customs are influenced by their unique cultural, environmental, and historical contexts, and they continue to evolve in response to internal dynamics and external influences. African sexual customs are incredibly diverse, reflecting the continent's vast array of cultures, languages, religions, and historical influences.